Okay, so what's coming up? So, where's Jasmine? There she is. All right, Jasmine over there, and I've been brainstorming. Jasmine, our Scottsdale leader. Okay, so we were talking at an event, and how many of you guys actually put on your own, not virtual, live in-person event? Who puts on live in-person events? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of you guys. Okay, how many of you guys now put together an event and you're like, fuck, I don't know which date to put this. Like, I have all these friends and I hate to like conflict, and I don't want to do my event on Annie's event, on Alex's event, on this person's event. And then all of a sudden you set your event. I was talking to Gonzalez the earlier days, like, yeah, I did this date and I just never know who else is having events. Anybody have that problem that's putting on events? Hands up, you never know when to do your events. Cool. So we've created, it's actually live as of like a week ago. We sort of hit it up there. It's called the Members Collective Calendar. And so they ask all the people that put their hands up, we want you to scan this QR code like now, okay? This is your chance to load up your live event, okay? So you're gonna load up your live event. So this is gonna help you and everybody else in the community. So when you load up your live event, we can all see, you can see if my event's gonna conflict with anybody else, because there's a lot of badasses in this group that put on great events. You can see if your event conflicts with anybody else. And likewise, if you're not putting on events, but you happen to be in a city, or you wanna just check out who's throwing events, oh wow, there's 4 killer events going on Scottsdale this month by other members in the community. How cool is that? And so then each event, we're also gonna ask you, is there a discount for a speakeasy member? Sometimes maybe they get in for free, maybe you give them a discounted rate. That's up to you when you post the event, but there's gonna be a lot of information on that. Is that right, Jasmine? Anything else I need to, good? We're good on that? All right. So that's gonna be a quick place for you to survey, ask information about your event. We're also gonna have links to these QR codes later as a follow-up, so if you didn't get them in time, you can just hold it in your browser, otherwise we'll get back to you, but we really, really want you to put your events up there. I think we have Flight Club, I think Brad Hart, you already got your event up there, and a couple other people, so we'll keep getting more in there. Okay, you guys like that speed networking? Thumbs up, good, fun? All right, so we get a lot of requests for, hey, can we do more of that? Can we do more of that virtually? We only get together once a year. So we're gonna start to launch, and we're gonna ask for permission. So we're gonna say, do you wanna be included in the rotation? It's gonna probably be pulled through AI and based on your bio and other criteria. We wanna start matching you in small pods, probably groups of 4. We're still gonna play with that, where you get together and we're gonna come up with a date or have you select a date and say, hey, when can we all get together? And let's just have more frequent touch points where you get to meet people that you haven't met before. So that's gonna be coming up. Speakeasy Podcast, more QR codes. Very excited to announce we've been working on this for Sammy, one of our members out of San Diego. A lot of you guys know Sammy Taggett. We officially launched as of like 2 days ago. It's now up live. So again, if you're like listening to podcasts, hop in there and you could scan either one of those. We also have it on a few other platforms. So what are we doing in the podcast? So the idea is myself or Glenn or somebody else are going to be interviewing our guests. We're going to be interviewing you guys, starting with everybody in this room. Everybody here that I've talked to has an incredible story. I want to hear this story. I want to pull it out. I want to figure out what value you also have. Everybody here is teaching something amazing. How do we get those nuggets out to everybody else in a fun, entertaining way? So that's what we're going to do in our podcast. We're going to have all the show notes and share it. And it's going to be a great way for you to get exposure into the community. So we'd love to get you in the podcast, and we want you as a guest. So this is kind of like we're going to gather all the people that take action first. We're going to get you in as guests. We're going to interview you. We're going to talk to you. We're going to get this out. And we're going to start blasting it on all the social medias out there to give everybody more exposure and for everybody here to get to know each other a little bit better. This is your community. Let's get to know each other a little bit better. So that's one way in which we could do that. All right. I need some of my AI wizards up on the stage. Where's Joe? There he is. Give a round of applause, Mr. Joe Fear. So Joe, and behind the stage, Bradley, raise your hand. Okay, so this is probably one of the things I'm most excited about. The problem we're trying to solve.
Check.
Okay, so we're sitting in our San Diego meetings, and for those of you who've kind of been guests there, they see what it's like. You all of a sudden get this. We'll just use AI as an example. It could be AI or something else, but we'll just say AI because it's so hot right now. You get this fire hose like Travis, and then Joe, and then Brad Costanzo, and Mike Koenigs, and Asraf, and all these people are just like, on like this, and I just used this prompt and did this and this, and like, transcribing the meeting trying to get the notes. And I'm sitting in that meeting of somebody listening to them saying, that's kind of cool. I can't even keep up with what they're talking about. Maybe I'll go back to these notes someday. And do I really go back to those notes? Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But it's really hard to understand what they actually came up with. You know, you listened to Amanda, for example, earlier, just riff off an incredible workflow of, hey, this is what I do for my clients. I did this, this. And in that minute of me hearing what she said, I kind of got it, but by now I'm already like half don't remember what she talked about. Now, wouldn't it be cool if there was a way for us to capture what she just talked about in a way that I can follow from every word, every prompt that Carl, you guys said, Carl, can you like say that prompt again like 3 more times? Okay, but what if we can actually capture that exact workflow? Carl said I did this, and then I did this prompt, and I did this, and I did this. And there's a really, really easy way for you to remember and find that. How many of you guys would be interested in that? Cool.
Nice setup, Berman.
So, how did we solve that, we think? We're working on.
It was like, what, a month and a half ago, I think, at the meeting, where John asked Raf, where are you? Did he just leave?
There he is.
He was partially, I got to blame him and credit him because
he's always needles us to do more.
Oh, yeah. He basically pointed at me, and he's like, figure it out, Joe. I'm like, ah. So, luckily, I got to give a lot of credit to Brad Poole back there. He's going to be manning this. But he built this using Cursor, which we learned about earlier from Mike Phil's Same, wherever he went. And, yeah, so the idea is that this will be a place that's already active and live inside of Circle, and it's going to capture workflows and how to connect. Basically, any kind of use case you might have, like Carl's, for instance. We'll show his as an example. Everybody wanted his prompt. Oh, I got it. Thank you. Brad, why don't we just crack it open? Actually, you know what? How do I switch the slide? I don't have a clicker. There you do. Clicker? Yeah, they got it. All right, cool. So, thank you. These are the categories right now. So right inside a Circle, you will have access. There's a tab in there. You'll see the name in a moment. Right now, we need to load this puppy up. So we've been transcribing everything from this session, also from the meeting notes and all that stuff. We're trying to pull out workflows that you guys are sharing. Ideally, every month in your chapters, we'll be able to get that information if you're sharing these types of things, and we can load it up inside of here. There's also a way for you to do the same. So we'll have categories like hiring, recruiting, customer support, lead gen, personal hacks, paid media, all the above. The idea is that we're going to fill it out, make it easy for you to just jump in there, and that's private to the Speakeasy community as well. Carrying on. So Brad, actually, we're going to show Carl's because we actually loaded a few in from that biggest wins session, which was really cool. But check this out. So Brad's manning this right now. It's a live demo. Scary. First one, I think the featured one is yours, Carl. So scalable EA training system. You can see just kind of how this is laid out as an example. You might want to get your cameras ready because you get the prompt as well that everybody wanted. And I generalized it so you can use it for all sorts of applications. But if we just walk down, you can see the top EA training system, playbooks and the whole 9 with N8N. So it describes what the workflow is, categorizes. It also credits Carl and where he's at. It's now in Austin, I guess, not San Diego. I was tempted. You can see the tools that were used. There'll be an upvoting feature. We'll keep building this thing out based on your feedback. But you can see the workflow steps now. It's all broken down, step by step, broken out.
And if Carl had an affiliate link for NAN or the other one, he could put that in there if he wanted to.
That's right. So, Brad, I don't know if you could zoom it in to see. That's the prompt that Carl. Oh. Maybe that's not going to work so well. Squish the screen. All right, well, zoom in really close on your camera, and we'll share it around. It's already live, but the idea is you can see how a prompt can be built in within a step. So it's not only talking about what happened, what tool, but what's the prompt. What's going on? True. You can just go to Circle right now. It's a good reason to get in there and click around. So keep scrolling down, Brad. You can see all the steps, and this is basically mimicking what Carl said. And if it's not perfect, it's okay, because we can always edit these, revise, get feedback. And if you're submitting your own, then you can probably dial it in even more. Results, takeaways, outcomes, areas for improvement. This is why we had you answering those questions earlier. So just imagine in your monthly chapters, I'm sure we'll have a process, but you as a captain, all the captains, start doing this in your meeting. Carve out some time, there's probably a process, and then capture this, record it, share it with us. We'll load this up, at least to start. All right, Brad. There's a lot more to it, but I want to keep moving. Brad, yeah. So we're gonna load this up. Basically, after this event, expect a lot more to pop up in there. I think let's just move on to the slides, Brad, if you can get me back there. Thank you, sir. Yeah, so there we go. We have some submission ways for you to submit. There's you can text, text. You can use voice. You can do a manual submission if you really want to get detailed. If you wanted to do it yourself, that's also live, or we can just do it for you. Cool, and it's live right now. So Speakeasy community, jump in there, try it out. I don't know. It's basically workflows and AI is the tab.
So before we go on, so I just want to make sure that's clear for everybody. So there's a couple things that are going to start to happen. We're going to work with all the city leaders to take the transcriptions from your live meetings and have the AI help us literally just throw that into the transcription. So there's like literally no work, take the notes, throw them in there, and we're going to start to come up with whoever's presenting. I know in San Diego there's 2 presentations. You did one, and Deb Cole did one on how to use, what was it, Travis? How to use Spark Camera or something? Spark app, right? Spark Camera. It was cool. So Deb Cole is a really good social media person. She used the Spark app to do social media video reels, all sorts of cool stuff. There was a bunch of workflows in that presentation. That will get transcribed, loaded up, and now you can see if you're doing that kind of thing, you can go in there and see step by step exactly how she did it and how she's crushing. You know, we could get Amanda's, like I said, we could get exactly what she did and put that in there, and now you actually don't have to quite remember every little detail. And there's different ways of submitting it, yeah.
The more you submit, the more credit you're going to get in visibility for your chapter. There is a filter per, where's this stuff coming from? So
to rate,
represent,
thumbs up, thumbs down. We're going to start rating stuff, putting things to the top, maybe giving some more awards, all that kind of stuff.
We'll figure it out.
So is this making sense? Because I'm watching the faces. Do we like this? Is this making sense? Are we solving a problem? Is this not? It's okay if it's not. Is anybody confused? Now's a good time for questions before we move on. I want to make sure, yeah. Keyword searchable, you're asking, right?
All bunch of, filters, categories, and any feedback you guys have, just reach out to someone, Eric even, and yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And we will see. Again, the big goal, it's one thing to implement a project like anything else. If nobody uses it, it doesn't happen, then it sort of doesn't work. So the big goal is let's make it really effing useful for you all to say, wow, this is great. I heard about this thing, and now I can go to the workflow. I'm actually using these things now. So that's the goal. So we're going to put stuff up there, and hopefully we get some action takers.
And that was a brainchild of the group and the mastermind. I think that's the biggest takeaway, and we figured it out, and it's going to keep doing that. All right, next thing. You want to kick it off here?
Yeah. So
thank you.
So for those of you guys, so Joe is one of the original, I guess he's a consultant advisor, and one of the first customers. We heard a lot about a company called Delphi. I think Travis brought him up. And they do some really cool stuff, creating clones. If you're a brand and you want to go out there and create an AI of yourself, they do amazing things. Definitely go talk to them over the next couple of days about what they do. But we said, gee, can we create a Delphi clone? I don't want it of me. That'll be boring for everybody. I want it for the community. How do we create Speakeasy Mastermind, its own clone? How can we get this AI bot for Speakeasy to essentially regurgitate every piece of data we've had now in the community? So what are we talking about? What's the data? Well, I'm going to go back to bios. It's pulling all your bios. Everybody that's got information there, it's going to suck that in. Every note that we've taken, all the notes are now sucked into here. All the, what was the other thing we did?
The circle profiles. So we actually have that linked
the recordings. Up. Yeah, everybody I'm just thinking, where's Joe? Joe was here. He did a great, and Josh Lee, they did a great LinkedIn, recording. All the data from that, everything's getting sucked in, and it'll continue to do so. So now, if you have a question and you don't know where to look, where to remember, I'm not going to remember which city talked about that one thing maybe 6 months ago. How am I going to even look that up? Here's your answer.
There it is. So yeah, this is all powered by Delphi, which you heard. Yeah, it was their first user, I was told, and I basically onboard a whole bunch of people. So yours, I think, is actually the best, or ours, we'll say. And yes, it's not Eric's voice, but you can talk with this. It's some AI-generated woman's voice. So figure it out. All right, just play around with it. But this is the screen that you'll see. Again, this is inside of Circle. It lives in there. It's private. But I created these two. Look down at the bottom where there's 2 suggested questions. This is where I would suggest everyone start, because it explains exactly what this thing is. So I should probably look this way. It's the AI companion. It's always on, and it's going to remember you. So it'll have you sign in because it's creating a memory of you. It's like your personal companion. So if you have any questions, You want answers quick. You want to clarify something. You want to learn about AI tools because you're lost. You want to connect with more people. This is your way to do it. So I pre-programmed it with some simple prompts, ways to get started. The second one, basically how to use this and the prompts inside, is a like 10 different use cases, full-blown thing with prompts to use. You can see the back one. Surface takeaways from any meetings, from any chapter you can name, the recent, the last, the later ones in the past. Match with members because of some goal or challenge you're facing. That's the way to do it.
Back to your bio. Can you connect me to
Always.
2 to 3 members working on something, or who are great at something?
And the cool thing here is I linked it, so when it surfaces who you should connect with, it's going to link to Circle directly to their profile as well. So again, update Circle.
Nice. Yep.
There you go. I thought you'd like that. 3, getting clarity, getting unstuck. I mean, this list goes on. So the idea is just go and, start using it. And again, give feedback. It will have you log in. And again, it's totally free, but that's because it creates a memory around your conversations. You can, start it, go back a month later. It'll know where you left off. It's kind of like ChatGPT in that way. So there you go.
Makes sense. Is that clear how this works? And now's a good time, again, to ask questions.
Yep.
We like this? Yeah.
It's in Circle. Yes, sir.
It's in Circle.
Yes.
So it's all in Circle. Hopefully we'll get in there.
It should be.
If it's not, let me know. We'll troubleshoot, but now's a good time.
It doesn't.
I'd love to get feedback. Play around with it the next couple of days. Let me know what you think. When you go in there, should be pretty quick in there to do that.
It's not in Circle. Wendy needs to give you access.
Okay, I will, after this, make sure she goes live with it. I think I might have told her to wait until we announce it.
Okay.
Set it free.
The tease.
So we'll set it free for everybody.
Well, it's ready.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Any other questions? You can always stop me, stalk me, or Delphi-related stuff. I know it like the back of my hand. So, but thank you.
I haven't provided enough benefits and reasons to fill out that bio for the 4th time. Update. Again, it's to your best interest to do it, to get found. And,
thank you.
So thank you, Joe. Thank you, Bradley, for helping. Load up these. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Again, I want to remind you, this is stuff coming from you. I'm not like the brainchild. I just hear an idea. I'm like, whoa, let's solve that. So I encourage you. Why I get a chance to talk to you over the next couple of days. I really, really want to hear from you. I want to hear what could make your experience better. What could be cool if we did this or that. I am listening and implementing. So please share. This is your community. It's something that we want you to come to time and time again. So thank you all for continued feedback on that. Okay, so let's talk about cities. We mentioned this a little bit earlier, but let's get a little bit more love and some energy and some good vibes to our potential upcoming city leaders. I say coming soon, hopefully. There's a lot that goes into launching a city. Sometimes we get people who want to launch, and for whatever reason, it just doesn't work out because there's a lot of work that goes into doing this. We want to make sure we have great leaders. We want to make sure the leaders have the ability to put a little bit of time in this to nurture an incredible, credible group. So what's coming up? What's looking ahead? We have some of these amazing leaders that are already raising their hand and taking action just by being here today. And I really want to thank from Glenn and I really want to thank them for being here because that shows a mega commitment. So I think people that are here today, let's just do one more quick stand up. And the reason why I want to call them out is if you see them, get to know them, talk to them, tell them about your experience, and more importantly, if you know people in their cities that you think be great to add to your community, please share with them. Get them excited. So Kansas City, where we got? Where's Jabon and Emma? Where's Jabon at? Outside somewhere? All right. We have Toronto, Amanda. Yeah, awesome. Ottawa. Yeah, there we go. We have Orlando. Okay, Orlando's not here. Puerto Rico. Where are we at? Where's our Puerto Rico? Where's Drew? Drew and Brian. Brian will be around tomorrow and the next day. Medellin. Shane, where you at? There he is. All right. And Playa del Carmen, Cancun. Alex, where you at? All right, there he is. We have some interest in San Francisco, Vancouver, London as well. They're really fired up to go. No, New Jersey. Where's New Jersey? Here we go. New Jersey, Brooklyn, Joe and Betsy. I think Joe, awesome. And who am I missing here on this list? Well, Boca, we're relaunching. Where's Boca? Well, Boca, we're relaunching. Yeah, we're doing a relaunch of Boca. So definitely, that's actually the next thing happening in May. Mike, where are you at? May 12th? Is that? When's Boca relaunch? May 12th? I think it's May 12th. Anyway, they're up next. As far as the rest of them, I think we're looking at probably maybe end of May, June-ish, so just be on the lookout as we do that. And when we announce them, really our ask from you is when you see me announce those, just if you could take a minute and just think about who do we have in these areas. And then one more thing to mention, it's not just the new areas, it's the active areas. I can't thank you enough for those that have come to me and say, hey, I know somebody in this city that should be great. Again, who is like you guys? We want more of you in the community. So, out of the active cities, if you just know somebody, please make an introduction. You're meeting some of the leaders this week. You can always reach me and just say, I know somebody. And so what we're doing is it's for member referral, $500 for city members, $250 for global members. And if you can bring us a city leader who sticks and they make it through, then it's a $2,500 check.
Yeah, what I was just going to add to that, guys, when you're thinking about, you guys are in your chapters and you do really know who's a fit. But what we find a lot of us do, we're all guilty of this, you've got that friend that you really like who's awesome, but they're maybe not quite the caliber, but you want them to be in the group anyway to help them, right? Does everyone relate to this? You're lying if you don't relate to it. Anyway, this is what I would encourage you to do, and this is how I position it. When someone says, oh, is this person a fit? I just say, if you could mastermind with this person on their own once a month, just you and them, would that be of value to you? If they go, that's an absolute no. Unless it's one of those things, it's a hell yes or it's a no. Does that make sense? We've really got to get better at this, because we all want the community to be this level. Not this level with this level, we want this level. So we're just encouraging you, when you invite people, you don't have to ask your captain. Are they into marketing? Are they business development? Are they into that kind of stuff? Are they doing cool stuff? Obviously, they're a cool person, but just think of it like that. Would I get value from masterminding from this person on their own once a month? Would I? Yes or no? Cool? Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay, if anybody's new, if anybody here is a guest that loves what they've seen here, if you, we have forms, actually, we're going to have forms. Where's just find Stephanie or anybody up front. Just come by. What we'll do is anything you paid to get into this event, we're actually going to, that gets off your enrollment. We're going to reimburse you your ticket from today's event or for this weekend's event, and that goes towards your dues. If there's somebody interested in joining the community, come talk to us. We'd love to meet you and see if you're a great fit. Okay, next year's annual event announcement. We haven't decided yet. Okay, so everybody take your phones out. This is going to be a group exercise. It's going to take about 10 seconds. Please vote. We want to hear from you. We're going to continue to rotate different cities. Let us know what your top choices of
Because you guys are the ones that matter. You guys are the ones that are here at the live annual event. Right? That's why we want you to decide, not the whole network. We want you to decide.
Oh, what month? Okay, they're asking what month. It's probably going to be, depending on where, it's probably going to be around the same time or perhaps a little bit later in the summer.
It's definitely going to be in April. Definitely April.
Yeah. The default month is going to be around this time. What? There's an ad?
What?
Oh, shit.
There's an
All
ad.
Right. That was a mistake somewhere then.
It's Rob's fault. Rob, what did you do?
Skip the ad. Just hit skip ad. At the bottom, I guess there's an ad.
An ad?
What?
We put an ad there.
Oh, Travis says at the top, say skip ad. Sorry, everybody. We did all the testing before. I'm surprised that, I don't know how that showed up.
Huh?
It said skip advertising
Skip ad.
right there. There's a... So sorry, everybody. I thought we did run through this. Apologize. Just don't push the ad.
I think it was a Scottsdale chapter that did that.
No.
To sabotage.
Everybody's like, advertising.
There's a lot of people wanting... Yeah.
Ads.
Okay.
Okay.
So is everyone done? Has everyone voted? They skipped the ad and now they did their vote?
Armando, are you ready for us? Where are we going? No, are you ready for group picture time? Group picture time.
He's like Nolan's.
So, what we're going to do next, we're almost done for the day. We have a couple more sessions. So let me tell you the rest of the agenda here. We're going to do first, before we go and do a break, we're going to do a group photo. Then we're going to do one more 15-minute break. We have an amazing speaker and then we're going to do some rock star tables. So that's how we're going to wrap today. And then I'm going to give you some announcements for tomorrow and tonight. So let's start with the group photo. Armando, where are we going for our group photo?
Up here. Up here.
Up here? All right.
Yep. So
Everybody
everyone come up. Let's
Come
get
on
a
up.
few people up
Come
on the
on up.
stage. Probably the shorter people up on the stage.
Come on up.
Couple deep. Taller people behind on the stage. Down the front. Cram in as close as we can.